All right, what's up everybody on the YouTube? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy C for 3. You know, I do this shit, I do this stuff, you know, and I'm back with another video for y'all. This video called, you know, Scorpio season brings karma, Sagittarius brings optimism, you know, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. So we're just gonna get right into it. It's been a minute since I dropped a video on my YouTube. It's been crazy, but y'all know astrology. As an astrologer, it hits me too. It hits all my people that's watching and all my friends and family. Like, astrology happens to all of us. So I'm here with another video to let y'all know Scorpio season is like karmic, and why Sagittarius season is here to shoot us forward like a wand or like an arrow. You guys who know the shadow cards are into the other side of tarot readings, you know, which correlates with astrology. You know, Sagittarius season, all fire seasons and signs, me being a Leo and Aries, we deal with the wand energy. So it's about that fire, lighting that wand and taking off. And I could pull out my shadow cards and help the reading out. I think I'm gonna just do it straight up like this because it's been a minute since I dropped the video. So I'm gonna light this stick and we're gonna get into it, you know. And like I gotta say, sometimes I am 30 years old. I live in a place where marijuana is considered legal. So smoke responsibly, y'all. This Thanksgiving holidays, don't y'all get pulled over by the cops and all that bullshit. You know, we all live in a world where we have these Saturnian principles we have to live by and stick by, you feel me? But, you know, with that being said, let's get into it, you know? So, Scorpio season is karmic, man. It's the first day of Sag season, so let's just recap how we've been feeling, how we've been doing everything since fucking, you know, Scorpio. So Scorpio is a deep season. It's a water season. It tends to be highly emotional, right? It tends to be a season that's emotional because we coming off most people getting together from relationships from Libra, trying to find their niche, trying to find who they gel with. And then Scorpio season takes the Libra action and just makes it like even more deeper, like even more prominent, even more serious. So you could have been flirting with somebody in Libra season and starting that new relationship, or you might have been happy with your relationship or how it was in Libra season. But in Scorpio season, things got real, things got deep, things got emotional. Probably a lot of issues around sex came up. You know, Scorpio deals with all that in astrology. That's like the hidden house, the dark side of life, the taboo side of life that we really don't want to talk about. And we all just live through that, you know. And then it's funny, you know, every year we go through the summation of these holidays for a reason. So like, you know, if you understand the meaning and the vibe and the energy around Halloween, then you understood what was to be pushed for Scorpio season. It's all about that death, that occultic, scaring people, scaring kids, you know, scaring your own self, even when you know that we're mortal and dying is real for all us in these mortal bodies, you feel me? Like a car, we can all die at any moment. So Halloween kind of ushers in that vibe and that feeling. Like I always say, for people who not into astrology or anything spiritual, you know, pay attention to why we have all these big commercialized seasons. Pay attention to why certain things happen a certain way, you know, especially when it comes to like seasons, things like that, you know. So yeah, Scorpio, man, and dealing with past trauma, man. So the season is just all like that. So myself, let's just break it down even further. Me, myself, reason why I've been so behind on my work and stuff, Scorp season, bro, it's been crazy. I've been going through a lot of karma. That's why it's karmic. We all have to pay our dues in life. Even it's from, you have a karmic life because of your family, you have a karmic life because of a job, you have a karmic life because you was in the wrong place, wrong times. What happens a lot to people who go to jail wrongfully, they might have a lot of karma in their life. Pisces or Scorpio or Cancer placements, all the water signs go through karma, things like that. So Me, myself, last Scorpio season in 2022, I had a car wreck during Scorpio season. And that car wreck, you know, kind of turned my life upside down. You know, I lost my apartment that I had for a long period of time in 2022. I lost my car all of 2022 after Scorpio season. I didn't get my car back into Capricorn, which ushered in that new year after New Year's of 2023. So this year, 2023 Scorpio season has been a culmination of the karma I went through in 2022. Literally Scorpio season. I had a wreck last Scorpio season, like right before Halloween, you know, and it's real crazy. And that wreck happened because somebody hit me. And that's just to break it down for you guys, to let you know sometimes karma happens. It's not to say that you're a bad person, you're doing X, Y, and Z wrong. It's just for us to grow as a human, and people call it, you know, evolutionary astrology. For us to grow and to reach that next level, we have to go through our trials and tribulations. And you know, me being a Christian, a follower of Christ, a reader of the Bible, I do believe that trials and tribulations give us an opportunity to tell people about the power of God in our personal life, or the power of astrology in our personal life. I feel like astrology is like a GPS that God, the angels, give us to kind of navigate this matrix down here that we're in, right? Everything has a sequence, a number code, a color code, an astrology code. Everything is coded. If you're a left brain type of thinker, everything has certain codes and numbers to the universe, masters of the universe, you know. So just bringing all that in, karma plays a part into that code in the universe of why we go through certain things at certain times. And I feel astrology can help line that up for us, right? So Scorpio season has been karmic, especially if you're a person that was a Taurus, or you have a heavy Taurus placement chart like me. I have a moon in Taurus, I have my Mars in Taurus. So Scorpio season had times where I was dealing with the power struggle of losing resources. You know, Taurus season, we think about the May and April babies out there. They're real big on security, comfort, being stable, being reliable, dependable. Big Venusian energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it's all about kind of you know what I'm saying, good foods, good eats, homebodies type of energy. Now Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus on the zodiac wheel. You know, if you guys ever want to tap in with me and learn more about birth charts, advanced astrology reading, how the transits affect you, what's opposites, what's conjuncting your chart, all those type of things, hit me up on the back end for a reading. My Instagram is at Seed Hoops. Y'all can see that in the description on one of my bio links, or in this video I'll leave a description. But if y'all want to learn more advanced astrology, hit me up. My prices, birth charts going for $15, in-depth birth charts are for $25. But and I do shadow card readings for $7. But yeah, so back with Taurus being opposite Scorpio right now, you can't really rely on money and resources right now. I mean, you can, but the emotional issues, like I say, Scorpio is deep, emotional, it's transformation, it's dealing with past trauma, sexual bonds, it's dealing with occult, mystic energy, you know, death, who died, people like that. RIP Matthew Perry, he died right before this season was ushered in, the end up Libra season, which was dealing with, you know, friends, ironically, you know, bringing in this whole season of relationships. Libra, Scorpio, and Sag, this is all about relationships and how to deal with them right now. So you know, the Taurus axis is nothing to deal with that. Taurus is more like the energy of how to stay steady yourself and how to get it and work it down. So if you're a person that had a lot of Taurus energy in your chart, just to say it might have been a rougher season and not been real karmic. You know, you couldn't rely on your hard work and your resources. You had to go through the trials and tribulations of Scorpio. And people who don't know about astrology, those who do know and listen to this video, you might ask yourself, why the fuck is Scorpio season like that, right? And like I said, it's in conjunct Aries, which is the sign of life and vitality and personal ambitions. It's in conjunct. So it's not opposite, but it's in conjunct. It doesn't fuck with Aries or Taurus energy. So Scorpio is about death. This season teaches us that we must die as humans, you know? And death is not all bad. I believe in the afterlife. I believe that the soul continues. I believe that's why Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. You have deep soul transformative moments in Scorpio season, right? So all the car wrecks and all the things I've been through in Scorpio season has taught me how to think better, live cleaner. I'm smoking cleaner green. I'm not smoking out the tobacco leaves. You learn how to really connect with people who are going to help you on a level that's more than just people fucking with you on the earth side of things. Like, I'm fucking with you because you got a car. I'm fucking with you because you got a good job. No, Scorpio season, you're going to really try to find people who fuck with you off the strength of who you are, your personal strength, that emotional bond. So that's the positive side of Scorpio season. Why it is karmic? Because it's here to transform us, to have power over death, really, to have power, to know that we're immortal. We are immortal people living in a mortal machine body, right? It's real deep abstract concepts that a Scorpio person will understand, because shit happens to people and a lot of times it's not their fault. That is the karmic cycle. You know, sometimes being born on a certain side of the map might make you karmic, like, and that rules me into the next thing. So let's look at the karmic stories we have been seeing so far in November, some of the biggest ones that I could see. You know, maybe y'all can leave some in the comments, you know. So the Hamas and Israel war, the biggest story you can think about so far during this whole Scorpio season, is all about power and control over a country. You know, anytime you hear anything about wars and shit like that, it's about money, it's about power, it's control, it's about putting fear into a group of people. I was watching a video the other day on like TikTok or one of the social media platforms. They were talking about how I wish you would have killed more Palestinian kids, right? And that's kind of the theme of Scorpio season, about death and killing. And those kids who are growing up over there, I'm 30 years old. People watching this video may be a little older, but think about the kids who are growing up in that generation right now, living through a whole scorpionic time of trauma right now that they won't forget, you know, getting bombed out in Israel. And just all of that right now is just, you know, relationships going sour, people having revenge and hating their heart. If you're a Scorpio person or a person with Scorpio placements, learn to let go. You're trying to hold on, but learn to let go of shit. Because say if I heat this lighter up and I'm so mad, but I hold on to it, I'm eventually burn myself. So that Scorpionic energy can also leads to people burning themselves after being stale for so long. Like if you have like a stale drink or anything with bacteria, it grows over a period of time because the conditions haven't been cleaned out and washed away. So with Scorpionic energy, that's why we talk about the transformation of the Scorpio. Some people call it the Phoenix energy, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's just about transforming anything you might have went through October and November, right? And if you was on the high vibes side of things, you probably had times to spend by yourself. You've been real reflective. You've been real chill this Scorpio season. You've been seeing the wounds of others, and maybe you might have been the one that kind of healed them, give them like a nice water or a deep message. Like my channel here, I talk about occult topics. It's kind of, I have Pluto in Scorpio, so I've been through a lot of trauma. A lot of us late 80s babies, early 90s babies, us millennial generation, we deal with this season. So a lot of millennials who are born with Pluto and Scorpio, we might have learned a lot of lessons about our personal power right now, how to transform ourselves, how to vibe high. And like the Hamas and Israel war, is it worth going to war over every little thing this season, or is there a way we can kind of choose a better option of how to do things in Scorpio season, right? And I do talk about basketball a lot, you know, basketball and astrology is emotion, so we could bring that in this season. The NBA has been going real deep. We've been seeing a lot of players fighting, a lot of teams getting into it. It's kind of uncharacteristic for the beginning of the year, but I do want to say Mars has been in Scorpio also this year. Mars was in Gemini last year, so we didn't feel this big heavy dose of the Scorpionic energy, but we can probably feel it heavier. This Scorpio season 2023 has been very latent with the Mars Cazimi. On the Cazimi, Mars has been right up there with the conjunct with the sun. So really Martian attitudes right now. So there's been a lot of anger, a lot of fighting, a lot of vindictive energies, a lot of people coming back. Scorpio deals with the past, so a lot of things coming up from the past, you know what I'm saying? Blast from the past. And you saw the Draymond Green fight, choking Rudy Gobert. It's just like a past issue, a past aggression out of him. You know, Mars in Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio, as related to basketball players. We seen Draymond Green just, you know, dive into that, then choke him. Now he's fucking suspended for 5 days, 5 games, you know what I'm saying? And the fucking Warriors miss him. They got bust up last night by the Suns, so the Warriors miss him. Steph drowning. Klay Thompson trying to do his best, but a team is a team, and even scorpionic energies of just getting triggered easy and old traumas and doing whatever you can going overboard can happen, because it's an emotional season, you know. Either you use your emotions to vibe high, or you use them to just go back into your root chakra type of energy, you know. Things like that. And P. Diddy lawsuit. A lot of people who keep up with the music industry, you know, P. Diddy got sued by the girl Cassie. He's a Scorpio himself. Past issues, I think they've been broke up, but she brought up some blast from the past type shit. And a lot of people who watch me, know my channel, see me on IG, Facebook, Snap, other platforms. Y'all know how I feel about the industry and certain topics. I feel like things are a little staged, a little forced. You can start to see it if you know that this movie, this Matrix, it's ran off astrology and numerology and gematria. It's all coded. It's all seasons. Like, you watching The Simpsons season 35. You watching Goosebumps season 2. Check out Goosebumps. That's a good show. On Hulu right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is run off seasons. So we're talking about Scorpio season, why it's karmic. And we're talking about Sag season, why it's about to be optimistic. And shout out to Diddy, man. Y'all be careful with them women. Be careful with them hoes, man. Because goddamn, you know, shit like that could come back on you. Especially sex crimes and sex bonds. And apparently he had her on drugs and all this type of taboo scorpionic shit that you would never see on Front Street. But people like me, people in a generation Y, us millennials, we can see that kind of like, yo, celebrities are a little fucked. Like, I don't know if it's the pressure that gets to them, but I don't know if they get to a point where they don't believe in afterlives or things like that. I don't know, whatever the fuck, but it's just like they start to get a little hedonistic. Like, they start to just do whatever down here. Like, you're not gonna be born again or die again. That's just my philosophy on it. You know, this thing keeps going until you're gonna know when you get to a point of existence that you're probably not even in this body no more, but your soul and your memories, core memories, may be the same, you know. But that's why you gotta watch what you do. So Scorpio is karmic. So if he did all that, which we, you know, a lot of talks about Diddy and his artists, come back on you. So you reap what you sow. That's in the Bible. For all my Christians, you reap what you sow. So watch what you do. And it's also good to have good prayers, good mantras, good wordage, you know. So Scorpio is not a word sign, so there's not a big usage of the left brain instead of using the right brain, being emotional, being creative, and feeling out the world more than thinking about the world. So you know, you definitely want to watch your emotions. But even better than that, let's just go forward to explaining why Sag season is going to be so optimistic. You know, first and foremost, it's a fucking fire sign, right? Boom, bam, fire sign, boom, bam. Like, it's a fire sign, you feel me? Fire sign is all about optimism, going forward, moving, action. It's not thinking no more like air signs. We're not thinking about money and how to be practical like earth signs, you know. And we definitely not trying to be emotional like water signs. And I'm speaking from experience because I have a lot of fire in my birth chart. I'm a fire dominant person, so I like to do things. I like to be active. I like to try to be optimistic. I like to vibe high. If y'all haven't noticed, that's like my catchphrase. One of my favorite things to say in this life is vibe high, especially if you know about the 7 chakras. There's more chakras, but vibing high, fire sign. Let's get going, let's get moving, let's smoke some of the problems away. Let's be good. It's Thanksgiving, let's do this shit. So even with the summation of the holiday Thanksgiving starting on fucking Sagittarius season, it's the whole thing, like I said about Halloween. This is round off seasons, the occult notice. So it's all about getting your mind ready, getting your vibe ready, subconsciously showing you thankful programming to get you out of the death programming that Scorp season was. You understand? You feel me? So we gonna get there in Sag. It's about vibing high, different cultures, right? You think about Thanksgiving and even the American way of it. I text my brother today, he was like, I don't celebrate it. It's, if you know the history of America, right? So it's a holiday. We could just say it's like a white man holiday, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was slaves during that time. We know our history. But like, even though Sagittarius is all about higher knowledge and travel, so somebody who running his matrix know the sick joke of pilgrims or whoever the fuck on the Mayflower, whoever the fuck, I forget the story, but you know, at this time traveling to hit to Americas and get to that new land and traveling, like I said at the beginning, you know, Scorp season is all, Scorp season is about keeping you grounded, getting ready to lift off, and you building all the emotions under here. Let my hands represent the water emotions realm, and so you can shoot off in Sag season, using that trauma to transform that you're supposed to be learning in Scorp season to take it further in Sag season, because after this season it's literally a new year. So this is the last fire of the year. This is the last season of 2023 on the Gregorian calendar, but you know the last season is Pisces. So it's a lot of illusion, not even illusion, it's a lot of mutable signs. Sag is mutable. It's all about, it is not like new like Capricorn cardinal, but it's the excitement of, man, we know something new coming, we know we've been fixed and grounded. It's like moving, right? All the mutables like to be moving. I always tell people when I teach about Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sag, they're the movers in the zodiac. Motion, moving, like to do multiple things. You know, I'm a Leo, so I can be fixed into one thing for a long period of time. Like Scorpio season might have felt like it took fucking forever. Watch how fast people say Sag season went when it got from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Watch how fast, you know. And that's right at Capricorn too. It's another story, but another story on Saturnalia, right? Jupiter is Jupiter day, it's Jupiter season. Sag is Thursday, so much to talk about. But this is why it's so optimistic, because even with Thanksgiving, Sag season, it's always on Jupiter day. Sag is ruled by Jupiter. Let me tell y'all something about Jupiter. Yeah, that weed kicking in. Let me tell y'all something about Jupiter. I tell everybody, Jupiter, you slow it down, it's saying Jupiter. Shout out to Santonos Bancari, one of my favorite thinkers out there. But even he knows, a lot of people know, Jupiter is the Jesus Christ energy in the zodiac. I'm sweating, y'all, forgive me. Man, put some lotion on, sweating that bitch out. You know, black people gotta stay. The lotion, it's gonna be dry out here in the New England. Shout out to New England though. Shout out to all my New England people. But Jupiter, if you read the Bible, Peter, Jupiter. Jupiter in astrology brings good things, but it's a benefic, so it's a beneficial planet. Optimism, Sag energy, it brings that higher knowledge. Jupiter wants you to be spiritual. It wants you to love and have compassion for each other. So Jupiter sounds a lot like that Jesus Christ energy, because I'm pretty sure Jupiter is the Jesus Christ planet, because we are in spiritual warfare, and you guys have to know that spiritual warfare is one way to look at all this astrology stuff. We have opposites, we have signs we get along with, signs we don't get along with. We as humans have all been like, fuck somebody, I don't like you, or whoever. Oh, I like this person, they just my dog. Like, you go to the gas station sometimes, I don't like the way dude was looking at me, I don't like the way chick was looking at me, she crazy. And then, you know, some people you like, just like we connect. That's how astrology is explaining this spiritual war, and Jesus already knew that. You're not gonna like everybody down here, but you're gonna have love, you're gonna have friends. And this is why you can understand the spirit of Thanksgiving and the spirit of Sagittarius, and even just the spirit of the day Thursday, right? So yeah, man, vibe high this season, Sag season. If y'all just want a prediction of what I think we're gonna see this Sag season, we're gonna see a lot of truth start coming out, right? There's a lot of occult truth that comes out in Scorp, but it's so emotional and so hidden. It's not as like boom on the mat with it like a fire sign would be, or an air sign, you know. Without a shadow of a doubt, we're gonna see a lot of truth come out from what we've been building on in November. You know, shout out to Sag season ruled by Jupiter. It's all about vibing high. I think Jesus wasn't telling people, look, don't worry about what's going on here on earth. Shoot your wand to heaven. When you shoot your wand to heaven, people can't take stuff from you, what God has in store for you in the heavenly realm. That is a bar. You know, people can steal from you on earth, but they can't steal from you in the afterlife. Excuse me. They can't steal from you in the afterlife if you already building. I told y'all that weed hitting. And I'm talking, but man, they cannot steal from you in the afterlife, y'all. Know that. That's a bar. But we're gonna see a lot of truth come out. And one of the things we see coming out now, yo, it is smoking here. One of the things we see coming is Thanksgiving hot box for y'all on YouTube. For real. But one of the things we can see happening is basically if y'all been paying attention, a lot of these actors and famous people getting hit with sexual allegations as I speak, Thanksgiving 2023. Real talk. I seen Diddy got hit with one. I just talked about his dumb ass because it's Scorpio season. I think Jamie Foxx got hit with one. His clone ass. Like 2 other people I saw. Y'all pay attention to that in the news. You're gonna see a lot of truth come out. Sag season. We might see a lot more fights, a lot more explosiveness happen. Because with Scorpio season, people being emotional, a lot of people might express them emotions if not in a healthy place. Sag season. Sag is a fire sign, even though it's more of a higher octave than the rep that Leo and Aries get. Because I'm a Leo, we get a rep for just being arrogant assholes. Aries get a rep for being an impulsive asshole. So I feel like Sag is going to get that rep for being a know-it-all asshole, like a just like yeah, like, you know, I don't know. So that's just what I feel, because the truth hurts and it's gonna come out in a lot of ways. But on the high vibe shit, y'all just get active. It's a fire season. Get active. You know, it's mutable. Start making plans for the future. 2024 Gregorian calendar is right on the way, even though we still got Pisces season to go through. So this video ended up being usual, like all my videos, at least 25 minutes plus. I'm talking a lot of concepts. I appreciate people who got to the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Fuck with me. Talk to me about y'all astrology, y'all transits. Hit me up on IG if y'all want to read and tap in with me more. Follow me. I'll follow y'all. Check in with y'all life. Check in with my life. It's always good to just keep up with people. It keeps the astrology work fresh. It keeps me growing as an astrologer. It keeps everybody growing as human, as people. Astrology is just like... I thought about this the other day, and I'm smoking. I want to say this before I get off. I feel like as astrologers, we're people that's talking during the movie of life. Like, some people just live in life and they let it happen to them, or they don't think about it, or, you know, there's so many mysteries, so many things that's beautiful. Is all, I feel like astrology explains it in so many ways. Like, there's watery people, earthy people, fiery people, you know, airy people, talky people. You know, there's everything in life, you know. So, y'all just connect with me, man. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holidays, but just know Scorpio season is karmic, because we have to realize that this is Earth, you know. This is what we're going through. This is what happened since the beginning of time. But then Sag is here to make us literally thankful, like Thanksgiving is here to add some optimism in the air, you know, that Jesus Christ energy. I don't know where I put my little cross at, but Sagittarius. If you're a Sag watching this, you are ruled by Jupiter. You're probably blessed and lucky. Tap into it, you know, and probably gonna make some video about some basketball players who got the Sag energy, like Giannis, my boy, Greek freak, you know. Yeah, Sag season just here for us to vibe high. And like I could say, I do shadow cards too. They going for $7. Y'all fuck with me, man. Just shoot your wand forward. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, they go through a lot too. They're fighters, you know. I think somebody like Mike Tyson had a Sag moon. I was gonna do a video on him. He had a Sag moon, so he was literally a fighter. He fought for his life, and if you pay attention to Mike Tyson's podcast and a lot of his things, he definitely has that Sagittarius moon. His emotions are real philosophical. So Sag season, y'all vibe high. Pick up some books. Fuck with me. Scorpio season is done. Shout out to all my Scorps out there. y'all heal, transform, y'all go deep. Scorpios can read people's mind, I think, because of all that shit. But y'all vibe high, man. You know, stay optimism with this new Sag season, which is starting literally today. So y'all vibe high. I'm C for 3, man. Y'all already know, man, I do this. One love to everybody.